couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido. Quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico.
It's week 17 of the 2029 season, and we'll be watching the Oilers' leader at quarterback. He's looking for a milestone 5,000-yard season.
In motion, it's Jefferson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. 2nd down and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Here's a first carry for their running back. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. He's going to keep it in, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It is picked up by the defense. He gets free. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Houston. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points in the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The tight end, Fant, in motion. Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a give on the ground. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. They'll go again with Davis.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
To throw on second down is Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time...
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he may not get so lucky.
And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down for Houston.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. They're looking both at the feet to see if two were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that challenge, a successful one. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Oilers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Going up top. That is hard. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 14-0 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give to Davis. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. A safe kick taken at the 5. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Oilers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Going right, it's taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the ground once more, it's Davis. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will start on the ground. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on the 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This is Davis. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. His throw left side is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Hurts will try it again. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Hurts again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. Again, Hurts. Got his man at the 6. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got it. It's a touchdown. There is a marker down, but it looked like the defense was offside.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Carney now to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Defense.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Oilers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Quick throw here is complete.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
To the left side here. Caught by Addison. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll get this out quickly to Addison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. You have a tight end motioning left here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down for Houston.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Back to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Oilers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Davis. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On comes the Chiefs punter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Oilers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 39-yard line.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. He'll be close to a 1st down. A little short, that tackle made at the 42. 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Davis. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. A run here with Davis. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Davis. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to run it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
On 1st down, it's Davis. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Jalen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed as they have the advantage here in the 4th. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now a give on the ground. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. this is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
At the 8-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. He's got it at the 3. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Davis. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. On 3rd down, here's Davis. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Chiefs' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Now it's Hurts. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. And open downfield, it's Johnson. A couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Hurts will try it again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd and long for Hurts. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And certainly some optimism that this is the end. This is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They are not home yet, but they are in control here in the 4th. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle, with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25. They'll stay on the ground. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's taken down just shy of the 10. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The final act now of this football game, the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will cut the deficit to 7. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for